Proceed to the gate S8, gate S8 for your passport verification. And
hello friends, I am here at the airport with Nico. Hey Nico.
Got that beautiful panorama of the surroundings.
We're at perhaps the ugliest airport gates in our home city of Seattle. We're at the dreaded S gates waiting for our flight to London, and then we're going to go from there to Cairo. Nico, are you excited about going to Cairo?
I am excited about going to Cairo. I'm not excited about this terminal though.
Yeah, this terminal's not great. So a couple of things we learned this morning. So Nico does not have TSA Precheck, and because he's 17. And previously, I've been able to walk him through TSA Precheck when we were on the same reservation. We booked our tickets separately because I wasn't sure if he was going to go. And if you book tickets separately, hot tip, you can't take your child through TSA Precheck at that point. So instead, what are we going to do? So Mama could have sent 17-year-old Nico with a ticket to Egypt by himself through security.
It would have been fine.
But instead, I went to, at least for Seattle, I don't know about other airports, there's a thing called Spot Saver. And I booked it last night when I realized I couldn't walk him through TSA Precheck with the tickets that we had. And it gave us a reserved time to enter into security. And when we got there, there were maybe only, 5 or 6 people in front of us?
Yeah, something like that.
Which should have made it go fast, but unfortunately, I have very, very bad juju when it comes to lines, and I picked the absolutely slowest line possible. And then people jumped in front of us that had wheelchairs and stuff, and we ended up standing there for 20 minutes when people in the next line over who did the Spot Saver went through pretty much immediately. Anyway, bad luck is bad luck, but... So just a gentle reminder for those of you that don't have global entry or TSA Precheck, go get it. It makes a lot of sense. And if you have kids up to the age of 17, they can walk through with you only if you are on the same reservation. So just an FYI. So how are we going to solve this problem on the way back? He does not have TSA Precheck or global entry, so when he gets back, he's going to be stuck in the long passport control line, and I do not want to wait in a regular passport control line. So first thing you did, what did I have you do at home?
Download the mobile passport app?
Yeah, so Nico has mobile passport app loaded. And then what we're going to do is when we get to London and we have a layover, I'm going to apply for global entry for him. And we're going to see if we're able to get him global entry on arrival. So we're going to apply today. And then when we get home in 2 weeks, we're going to go through passport control in Seattle, and they should have global entry on arrival where he can just get his membership immediately. We'll give it a try, and we'll let you know if that still works. I know that used to work, but I don't know if it still works. And I actually should probably renew mine anyway. So that's what I think we're going to do. So Thursday is a great day to travel. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are usually the least crowded days of travel, particularly Wednesday. I would have liked to have left yesterday because it definitely would have been quieter. But yeah, spring break is starting in Seattle week after next. So it's not quite the chaos it normally would be. So that's what we're learning. And Nico, you have probably the lightest bag ever.
Yeah, I still feel like I'm missing something. My bag is so light.
So what was your strategy? How did you keep the bag so light?
I don't know. I just didn't I don't have anything in that bag except for my clothes, so.
Well, and I think it's also that you have been raised with somebody who is into super light packing, so it's the only thing you know. So raise your children right, or your grandchildren. Teach them how to pack light, and then
raise your children on our content, of course. Just put it on the iPad, and it's all good.
So we are on our way to have a good time in Egypt. So Nico is going to help me in Egypt with maybe some writing, and we're going to be doing some videos and things like that. So if you've ever wanted to take your kids or grandkids traveling, Nico is going to be your stand-in child to show you how a child reacts to taking them to Egypt.
That's your guinea pig for Egypt.
You are, because Cairo is a wild ride. So anyway, are they paging us? No, they're not paging us. So anyway, so that's what's going on. Nico and I are heading off to Cairo. I normally never, ever fly anything but Delta, but the Delta layover to get to Cairo is 12 hours. And so I decided that was silly. So we're flying British, and this has been a very interesting exercise in patience to fly on an airline that I don't have status on, because it reminds me of why we like status, because we like things like the Sky Club, and we like things like the priority line at security. So these are things I'm missing right now. So, it is what it is, but I am remembering why it is that having status on an airline is actually pretty nice. So luckily we did get here earlier. Nico, I bought his ticket sadly last minute and paid a fortune for it, but we also didn't get reserved seats, but we got here early enough. And I pointed out he's 6'7", and they took mercy on him and put him at least in an aisle seat. So he could have had a middle seat. But yeah, just a interesting experiment for you guys, travel experiment, to go fly on an airline on which I have no status. And yes, you notice immediately from the time you walk into the airport that you don't matter and nobody's going to help you. And that's a weird feeling. Also, just I was thinking, had something happen and we needed to change our tickets, British isn't going to help me. They don't care about me because I'm not one of their best clients. So it is a helpful reminder to remember that there is value to having status on an airline where they help you when they put you as a priority. So yeah, some interesting lessons here today. Did you learn any lessons today?
Did I learn any lessons today?
Yeah.
Learn the value of friendship.
He learned the value of friendship along the way.
Yeah. The real adventures, the friends we make along the way.
It really is. I'm going to get you a t-shirt that says that. Oh, poor Nico. He's my travel guinea pig. So, all right. So what's the number one thing you're looking forward to seeing in Egypt? Have you even thought about it?
Attention to the gate area. Look from delays for
The hot balloon ride is going to be cool.
Yeah, I think you're going to like that. I think you're going to love the pyramids, and I think you're going to love the Valley of the Kings. I love the Nile cruise because it's really fun. So, yeah. Anyway, so we're off. We're actually doing something really special on this particular Egypt tour, and it wasn't because I'm bringing Nico. It just is because one of my favorite groups of travelers is coming with us. They proposed that we do an extension to Alexandria, so we're actually going to go to Alexandria tomorrow, and we're going to do some stuff there which we've never done before. So stay tuned all week. We're going to have some really fun new stuff that we're doing. We're going to show you around Alexandria, and that might become a thing that we just do as part of the tour in the future. It's kind of an experiment to see how it goes and if it's worthwhile. So Hoda's going to take us up to Alexandria. And yeah, then we're gonna be 2 weeks here in Egypt, and I think it's gonna be an awful lot of fun. So stay tuned. We also on Friday have something really fun happening. We have the premiere of our new podcast. So look for a post on Friday. It's gonna be called the Travel Happy Hour, and it's where Andrew and Tylen and I get a little tipsy and talk about travel. So we're gonna have 2 episodes up for you on Friday. One is going to be So You Really Want to Work in the Travel Industry, and the other one we're calling The White Lotus Effect, and how the White Lotus and other TV shows affect travel destinations. So those 2 podcast episodes, our 2 premiere episodes, will be available on Friday at happy hour time in the US. So go home, kick off your shoes at the end of the week on Friday, and you can tune in for some fun travel jibber jabbering. So we'll just chat with each other. Maybe Nico can do a podcast about teen travel. Yeah, this is the podcast.
What does teen traveling mean?
This scowling.
I'm not scowling. Lies and slander.
It's trying to talk to somebody who has headphones on and is laughing at
I don't
YouTube.
have headphones on. This is unwarranted. This is slander. This is defamation. I'm suing you for libel.
Okay. Well, anyway, perhaps he will join us to teach us a little bit about how to travel with a teenager.
Shameful.
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 Shameful. Yeah, there's a funny Dutch saying. It's called the cookie of your own dough, which I think is very funny because sometimes his snarkiness gets on my nerves, and I'm like, oh, but that's exactly what I would have said if somebody had said.
Yeah, it is.
You are the cookie of my own dough.
I'm just like you. Whenever you're looking at me and you're being like, oh my god, that kid is so annoying, just remember I'm you.
Well, that's kind of true. Yeah. When he makes like an inappropriate joke, and I'm like, oh, actually, I would have made that joke too.
Yeah, you would have.
All right, friends. Well, stay tuned for Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Who's Tweedledee and who's Tweedledum?
You're Tweedledum because you're dumb.
Maturity. Killing it on the maturity scale. He's 17, going on 7. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you guys will enjoy traveling with a teenager in Egypt. And let's see if his circuits explode when he gets to Cairo. I think you're going to be fine.
I'm going to be fine.
Yeah, Cairo's a little hectic, but he'll be fine. Anyway, okay. We got a plane to catch. We'll see you on the other side when we get to London and when we get to Cairo. And if we have any cool travel tips along the way, we will share them with you. So, ciao for now.
Ciao.